Welcome to a tries Let's Playing Dishonored.
Wow. Can you believe that was me 1 year ago? Well, I can. Wow. Can you believe that was a year ago? Because I kind of can't. 2 years. My channel is 2 years old. That's quite something. I have family that's younger than that. And yes, these intros will become longer and longer the older my channel gets. Should be fun to see that evolve. So, last year. What to say about it? If my first year was about getting the hang of things, like recording and editing, this year was about becoming consistent and viewers. And if this video seems a bit rushed, I'll be going on holiday in about 31 hours. If I manage to make it in time, I'll call it a bloody miracle. And I probably didn't get the sleep I needed. Let's go over the interesting videos of this year. 12th of August, 2017. Skyrim vs Fallout 4, Cities and Settlements. Now, observant people will notice that this was before my channel even got 1 year old. True, by 1 day. But it was released so close to the first anniversary, and it was uploaded after my first anniversary, that I didn't talk about it in my first anniversary. And it holds a topic I quickly want to talk about. But first, this is probably my best video so far. The editing is the best I've probably done so far, and it contains the most special editing things. If I want to point towards a video that shows my skill, this would probably be it. It also was the last Skyrim vs Fallout 4 video I've done. I didn't end the series. There's plenty to talk about still, but it's something that needs time. I need the time to work on it. The second half of the previous year was empty for me, so I had plenty of time to work on complex videos like it. This whole year, I followed a study. I simply lacked the time. I'll continue the series once I manage to find enough time while I'm in a mood where I can work on something like this. The 13th of August, the channel anniversary. While the last Skyrim vs Fallout was my best video so far, my channel anniversary is my favorite. Looking back at all the progress I'd made, what I learned, what I made, all this stuff that just makes me feel good about myself. It's some pretty big shoes this video tries to fill. The biggest problem with that video was that it was when I had 7 subscribers, which turned into 40 in a week or so. It was outdated almost when it came out. The 19th of August. I'm good at something. The video itself isn't great, with terrible audio balance. But it's a video that means a lot to me. I'm shy, and I don't like talking about things I'm good at. I generally don't see it when I'm good at something. This is just me confessing to myself that, yes, I am good at this. I wouldn't say amazing or anything, but making videos is something I can do well at a neat speed. It's something I can be proud of. The 2nd of September. Creation Club is live, and a dumpster fire. Rant. The start of a bit of a series on my channel where I complain about the Creation Club and how it doesn't compare to mods we already have. And as far as I'm aware, I'm one of the bigger proponents of the Creation Club. I just see it as a tool that completely fails to reach its potential, while most people seem to see it as just bad on principle. Unlike most, I want to see the Creation Club become good, which is why it's so frustrating to see it fail all the time at that. And it's why I make videos on it at times. the 7th of October. Channel update, Slumber Party. An unremarkable video talking about how there might be a gap in my upload schedule because life. But this is on here because it's the first time I use music by Windwolf, which kind of became a thing on my channel. It used to always be the Skyrim soundtrack. And while it's fine, it's both something I know in and out, and everybody uses it. While no one uses tracks from Windwolf. But of course, most importantly, they are bloody awesome. I actually found them in a really odd way. Storytime. I listen to Miracle of Sound. This won't take the very direct route you might think. No, instead, at some point I found out that Gav was on a podcast. Thanks to that, I found Jim fucking Sterling's son and Laura K. Buzz. Via the podquisition, I also found out that Laura was on the D&D podcast Dicefunk. Via Dicefunk, I found out about Renegade Cut. In an episode of Renegade Cut, I heard really cool music that I heard before, though the maker, Leon Thomas, couldn't remember which song it was. But I did remember the same music playing on some fun animation I'd seen years ago. And I looked up that animation, and with that found some other animation that the animator did. By the way, you should probably look up Van Ripper, the animator, because he makes really good and really funny stuff. And in that other animation, De Me Live was the background track. And that track was how I found Windwolf. That story didn't really have a point. I just love how things can be so interconnected. Such a stupid long string of events that made me find 2 of my favorite podcasts and some of my favorite music. 15th of October. My first hate kill yourself comment. In this video I show my reaction to hate speech or people telling me to kill myself. I don't get why you would say it to someone, and I don't get why I should care. And I'm really happy with how that video turned out. It showed my complete disinterest in bollocks like this. Here's a little secret for you. After recording, editing, rendering and uploading this, it did kind of get to me. It's a lot of time to spend on a message telling me I should kill myself. Of course, this is the one and only time I'll ever address it. Any next time it'll just get deleted immediately, and whoever is doing it is banned immediately. And either this video worked really well, or the internet is less bad than people make it out to be, as this has been the only comment like that I ever got. 31st of October. Spooky's Jump Scare Mention Part 2? Halloween special? Basically, me starting a holiday tradition on my channel, I guess. And yes, expect another one this year. I don't know if it will be scared as fuck like the first, or racing and trying really hard not to care like this year. And yes, I'll make another trailer. Those are the most fun, where I can really just experiment with some fun silly stuff. The 8th of November. Yonder 1. It starts with a shipwreck and a prophecy. Not that special of a let's play, but it's the first use of my end card type thingy. This is one thing that I'm so happy that I did. Let's first talk about why I use it. It signifies the end of the video, but that's a pretty meh reason. The real reason is that it puts a bit of a buffer for the render program. I'm a big fan of HitFilm Express. It does basically everything it needs to do. But there's one problem I found. It has a tendency to lose the last second of audio. This resulted in the audio cutting out when I was saying bye. Except when I use this end card. Then it just removes a bit of music. still sad as it is great music, the same De me Levy by Windwolf, that I always see as De ne vive for some reason. Thank you, dyslexia. But it's better than losing part of the actual episode. I would also like to give some info on how the thing is built, as it is pretty interesting to me. But not too long, as this video will be long enough already. Now, the end logo is just my logo that Dirt of the Gods made for me. Once again, thank you, man. It means so much to me. Now, how it appears is actually programmed in. All done in processing. Every letter is its own shape that I change the color of. And I change the color by changing one global variable that they all interpret in their own way. And the text in the beginning is simply part of the code being deleted in Notepad in reverse to make it look like it's being written, and inverted to make it white on black instead of black on white. The audio is also fun. The exact part I play isn't anywhere in the song. It's actually the build-up to the bridge and almost the end of the bridge linked together. And then I fade it out before more notes play. The 12th of November. Warframe, Tenno's greatest trailer contest pre-version, looking for feedback. The title basically says it all. DE had a contest where you had to make a 25-second trailer for Warframe. Now, I didn't expect to win, but I thought it would be fun to do. And it was. And while the camera and editing work can't compare to the winners, my audio can. Of all the entries I've seen, I've been the only one that didn't just take part of This Is Who You Are. Don't get me wrong, I obviously use that track, as it's amazing. But unlike all the others that just took a part of it, like with the outro I use, I cut the audio into a ton of pieces and then stitch them back together. So while it doesn't look like anything special, though still pretty, it sounds like no other. Now here's the embarrassing part. I forgot to upload it. I mean, I never expected to win, but everyone who entered would get a cool glyph, which I'll never get. But it did get me a great start for my Warframe videos. And I really need to finish it one day. I got ideas on how to do it, I just need to be in the mood for some heavy editing. 16th of December. Small creator, YouTube rewind, Phoenix.909 entry. Now this video isn't that special, though some of my answers did make it into the SYT rewind. It's more a bookmark when I sort of joined the SYT community, though since I have kind of left it again. But at the start I was one, if not the most active member, at least on the Discord server. Of course, the soul of the server changed over time to something I don't enjoy that much, but it was cool for some time. And I'm still there from time to time. 25th of December. I gave My Little Pony a try. I did not expect this conclusion. I would love it if this was one of the most me videos ever. It kind of is, sadly not the part of me giving things a try, but more the never uninformed dismissing of things, which I do see as a good thing. So there I was, a 20-year-old, giving My Little Pony Friendship is Magic a try, and finding out I really like it, and just releasing that. Because fuck what other people might think about me, or why would I care? And for some reason, giving something a try felt really Christmassy. Don't ask me why, I don't remember. And boy am I happy I did this. I found some awesome music thanks to this, and in the last 2 weeks or so, I watched every episode of My Little Pony. So yeah, I'm very happy I gave it a try. And of course I'm happy I don't prejudge, as it keeps my mind open. And I like not giving a fuck about other people's opinions. Because it means that I at least don't have to worry about that. Plenty of other stupid things I worry about, but not other people's opinions. 28th of December. Keyword Showcase. The first time I appear on video. I don't know what people would expect to see. I've made clear before that I'm not interested in showing my face. So all that was revealed is that I have a normal body size, neither fat nor buff. That I'm white, which most people would have figured out already. And that I can play keyboard fairly well. Though I don't nearly do it enough. Though people probably figured that out already with my theme I play before many of my videos that I made myself. 6th of July 2018. Code Lyoko. Is this nostalgia? A video that's the result of a very bad part of me. Every winter I lose all energy. Which might be depression, getting that looked at. So I largely stop gaming and instead just watch videos. Which the last 2 years were TV shows. And don't worry, watching all of My Little Pony wasn't that possible depression. I was doing other things at the same time. I was just really into it. Now this might be my first bit of real nostalgia. Although I do think that Code Lyoko is still good on its own. And I really want to do a video about all of it at some point as well. But once again, I lack time. 18th of January. Dishonored 2. 31. This is so confusing. Now this isn't some special Dishonored video. But it was the last Dishonored video for months. Dishonored is one of those games I want to get fully immersed in. This means it requires the lack of stress from other sources. And this resulted in me only being able to record it well in the summer holiday. So, almost all Dishonored 2 videos I uploaded in that half a year were recorded in the previous summer holiday. And this was where the backlog ran out. This was a bit of a worry for me for a very long time. Around this time I slowed down the uploads from 6 a week to 3, which later turned into 4, which I think it's on now. Luckily I won't run out of Dishonored 2 footage this year. I finished the game. Now, of course the recording is mildly fucked up, but I can maybe fix that. Now it's just a matter of editing, fixing the audio desync, and uploading. But my backlog will once again run dry at some point this year. 20th of January. I was the host of a podcast. Fucking stressful, but also really cool. A bit of audio I recorded after being the second host of the first SYT podcast. A podcast that was also largely my idea, though SYT changed it a lot, which is why I personally don't watch it. Though it seems to have died anyway. Now this first podcast was also about an interesting topic. The new YouTube ad requirements. Now, I never made videos with the aim of making money. It was mainly annoying because I came ever closer to the elusive 10,000 views you need to reach to get the option of monetization again. But before I could, they changed it to a goal I'll probably never reach because YouTube is killing itself. Like I said many times before, I can't wait for another platform to show up to compete with YouTube. So YouTube has a reason to become good again. 21st of January. Top 5 creators of the week. Number 13. The only video on this that won't be mine. I was number 2, which is of course very cool. And I knew from the second my intro for Valley started that it was me. It would be hard to spot for most as it's just the intro of the game. But I know my intros inside out. The music starts too early, and it doesn't have the grain effect in the real game. So I had this immediate reaction of, hey, that's me! I do want to finally mention that my video wasn't exactly spotlighted very well. It just played the intro of a 13-minute video, which is the most boring part as I just explained what happened in the last video. But I can't complain much. Still cool I made the cut, and I have no idea how much editing those videos takes, and how much time he has to make them. The 3rd of February. The I like this, so everyone likes this fallacy. A really me and a pretty important to me video, in which I talk about how everyone seems to think that everyone should like the same things as they do. It's a thought process that annoys me in too many otherwise great videos. Videos that would be well thought through if they just remembered that not everyone thinks the exact same. It's no surprise that this came out around the release of Cuphead, so the whole debate on difficulty sprang up again. Even though Cuphead and Dark Souls are mainly just unforgiving, which isn't the same as difficult. It's largely about how people love to say that difficulty makes things meaningful, while forgetting that meaningful to one means nothing to another. So to hopefully shine some light on this problem, I made this 10-minute video. It would be great if more people learned this message. The 10th of February. Dice Funk. The correct way to mock dyslexia. A real personal video talking about dyslexia. And boy was this a fun video to make. I tried to recreate how the Dice Funk videos look. Largely by stealing the intro, but then making it so that my own titles are displayed, and of course using the same music Dice Funk uses. It's a fun video talking about a, to me, important issue. Don't make fun of dyslexia. Make fun of their mistakes. 15th of February. Warframe Ribbon Bug. My most watched video of all time. Which is really fucking dumb. All it is some footage for a forum post showing that killing the flying birds in Warframe didn't count as killing flying birds. I didn't edit this. It was shot exactly like it showed. For some reason, this has become my most viewed video with over 700 views. It's not good. It doesn't help you with anything. The problem for me was fixed in days. I don't know why, for some stupid reason, a lot of people saw this video. While I put days into videos like my Skyrim vs Fallout 4 videos, it's this unedited 34-second video to support a bug report that got the most views. What the fuck? 19th of February. Yach Pilot. Paladins, Defenders of the Realm, and a story about my uncle. Yach. Yet another gaming podcast. My try at making a fun little podcast. It didn't work out. The first and only episode already missed one person, which is why on the picture there is still space above the Y. And for the second episode, none of the people showed up. I learned a simple lesson through this, which didn't help with me staying on the SYT Discord. Don't trust people on SYT to keep to promises they made. So far it's 1 to 3 for people to trust versus those not to trust. And it might be 1 to 5 when I think of it. It can be a fun server and all, but don't expect to be able to set up a collaboration through it. If someone would like to make another episode of this Yachp, just contact me. Just don't contact me through SYT. 14th of April. Lovasak. The music of LEGO Racers 2. I love music. And the instrumentals are very, if not the most important part to me. Now, if there's one place where you have a lot of great instrumental music, it's gaming. This was an idea I had for ages. Videos in which I talk about the music of games. And I think I did a pretty good job of telling what I think of the music in LEGO Racers 2 and why. Of course, people probably wonder where the Lovasak of Dust and Elysian Tale is. The game that started me thinking of these types of videos. It's being worked on It's just an important video to me, meaning that I want to do it right. So it takes ages before I have it finished. But it's being worked on. I got the script and I got my voice recorded. Now in the process of editing my audio. After that I'll mainly need to do a lot of video editing. 12th of May. PC culture isn't bad because of these reasons. It's not that special of a video, just me attacking some stupid reasoning for being against PC culture. But it has some interesting things to it. For one, it was retweeted by the account that hosted the original video, Counter Argument. So that was really cool. But more so because it was the cause of my first video discussion, which was against Alan HM2000, who's also on the SYT server. That first experience was pretty cool, though it would be nice if his argument against it wasn't, in America you can't argue against arguments without being against the point they are arguing for, to which I only have to reply, this video wasn't made by an American, in America, or exclusively for Americans. I don't give a fuck how you choose to read it, because it's wrong. I'm telling you, your interpretation is wrong. You don't have an argument. His argument was literally the same as if he can't argue against him being stupid without being sexist, if I say, women are equal to men because Alan is stupid. So, while the argument was rather boring, it was fun to have that first experience. And Alan, consider this my closing video. I lost interest a long time ago to make a full video, is you have no arguments to argue against. So, yeah, take this as my closing statement. 12th of July. The disappointing part of TennoCon, the walking twat. There are two reasons to talk about this video. One, because I was wrong. Though I couldn't really know that yet. In this video I talk about how Garuda could have filled the role of Batframe, or a more modern vampire theme, and how I was disappointed with the gore theme. But with the release of some more information, it appears that they might be going with a more bat or vampire theme thingy. Though gore still worries me. And two, because it's the first walking twat video. Videos for which I record the audio while walking around. This brings forth different parts of me. And these videos are very easy to record, though quite a bit more work to edit. Overall, I do enjoy making them, as they are just great for any topic. 5th of August 2018. Skyrim vs Dishonored. This video had been coming for ages. I said I might do it 6 months ago. But it's another one of those videos I wanted to do right, so it took forever to make. It became a bit of an odd video for a rather specific audience. Mainly people who played both Skyrim and Dishonored already, and never really compared them or just wanted to know how they compared to me. The editing wasn't as stunning as I could have made it, but I think it was good enough, and I'm really happy to have it out of my bucket list. Unless I think I left something out. Or somebody points me towards something I forgot about, because then it's a part 2 would be back on my bucket list. But I talked about how this was the year of consistency and viewers. The consistency is rather obvious. I don't think a week slipped by that I didn't upload anything. Where I had 100 videos about halfway through last year, at the end of this year I'm at 518 plus. And since I'm generally not releasing 10 videos a day, it must be the case that I'm simply uploading and releasing videos all the time. The viewers sounds incredibly simple, as my sub count has increased 7-fold. That's actually not what I'm talking about. Subs are fun and all, but they're also meaningless. No, I don't care about subs. Then again, I also don't care about views, but I do care about viewers. And that's what I've really gained. 2 viewers. 2 people who watch my stuff relatively often. And they really improve how much fun this whole ordeal is. So I just want to thank the 2 of you. And anyone who ever left a nice comment, who ever rated my videos, anyone who ever enjoyed my videos, anyone who ever got anything out of them. Though this year I won't be going over the comments, because this video is already long enough, and where I got some nice comments last year, this year I get fun comments all over the place, leading to entire conversations which are just amazing, but not exactly perfect for a video like this. Now, if I had a lot of time for this video, I would end with something like my last anniversary, where I rework something completely. But while I have reworked my theme again, this time it won't be a replacement. Might show it in another video, it's a weird 5/4 video. Interesting, but it doesn't sound good. And I do want to rework my outro, but I really just lack the time to do that before I go on holiday. So I'll just end it like any good video of mine ends. This has been Phoenix, saying farewell. This has been Phoenix, saying farewell. This has been Phoenix, saying farewell. This has been Phoenix saying, fix this Bethesda for crying out loud. So yeah, this has been Phoenix, saying, don't be an idiot like this guy. Farewell. This has been Phoenix, saying 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 farewell.